Welcome to season 2 of Remnant Gamers.
This segment has been brought to you by, of course, the Squirt Inquisitor 7000. It ain't the gun that squirts. And Goat Roper.
This podcast is brought to you by Goat Roper.
Well, I like watching corn.
He likes watching it get shucked. Well, them damn corn shuckers. They at it again.
Corn shuckers.
Down there shucking in the fields. Oh my god.
Exactly. Hashtag corn shuckers.
Can we get like a Golden Corral simulator game?
Golden Corral simulator.
It starts off where you go into Golden Corral and you're like, can I get some mashed potatoes? And the lady's like, ain't no more mashed potatoes, baby, just green beans and corn. And you're like, fuck this, I'm opening my own restaurant. The moose bathwater.
Moose bathwater. It's just a turd in a thimble.
Moose is in the Techno Void. Lat has got a camera and a mic that work almost 50% of the time. Jono cleaned up his room, and Chibi is now exactly in sync with her video.
I'm just
I didn't ask to get
man.
called out like this.
Did I sum that up too well?
Oh, you hit the nail on the head, my man.
That's a big reach.
Nico Dasani.
Nico Dasani.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Silver Monkey.
Alright, we all have that issue with the flying peni, you know?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. They're just fucking everywhere,
It's worse
you know?
than locusts, honestly.
But you know what you can do? All you have to do is get the floating thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yes. See, what you do is you get this magical kite that just takes it for you.
Choking 8-year-olds and power bottom and pigeons over here.
I need my safety gear on for this.
You just have to get your mouth guard and you'll be fine.
Here, son, bite down on this. It's easier if you don't clench.
Just take a deep breath and it'll be over in 2 seconds.
Oh, so that's where I was wondering where those copper tubes went.
Oh no, I've had these on me. I don't know where the other copper tubes went.
All I know is I put 3 copper tubes in the storage. You built a wall storage and looked at it, and now the copper tubes are missing from the ship's storage. That's all I know.
What are you trying to say, Moose?
What
are you trying to say, Moose?
I was trying to say one of us is a copper tube stealing some bitch, and I'm saying that man ain't me. Alright.
Burger!
Oh.
Tank! Burger!
I'm gonna put cheese on it.
Tank!
I'm putting cheese on it.
Doesn't need cheese!
It does need cheese.
Burger!
Take these starter plates. I'm making another cheeseburger.
Serve this. Serve this.
Serve that.
Serve this. Serve this.
Now the cheeseburger. Now we need another cheeseburger.
I'm gonna hurt someone.
Hi, I'm Jono.
I am not being held against my will in my own house.
Blink twice if you're in trouble.
That's funny.
So y'all better send help. Because Jono getting fucked tonight.
This is the last time Let's Allow in my house.
Good night, guys. Have a great stream.
Fucking.
I'll be back next time.
He's already started plowing my sharks back here.
Oh, I plowed the shark.
And he's just making talk about plowing me now, and
Yes,
there's
that
not
was
enough
the.
lube in this house for that.
Yes, Katie, that was the technical difficulty. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It was an invasion of Lat.
You know, he's been asking for like 3-4 years to use my computer.
Finally.
And you're already regretting it?
I regret every fucking second. This is why I said no. Welcome to Remnant Gamers Podcast, episode 78.
You sure that's the right number?
God, I fucking hope so.
I just had to make you second guess.
I'm pretty sure I uploaded 77 last week. Well, we'll find out.
There you go.
Someone's gonna find out.
We were at 77 last week.
Yeah, well. Yeah, because I updated the topic. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm fine. I'm a professional. I'm Jono. Who
That's
are
not
you?
true.
Oh yeah.
What's going on,
Hell
guys?
yeah, you are.
TDE, aka Lat.
And I am Servo.
Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful night of... We don't know what the hell's happening.
Are you alright? I feel like
I mean, we
look,
do.
you're nervous because I'm here.
No, this is just me when I'm standing, is I don't stand, like, still.
You need a
It's
back
weird.
rub or something?
You know, I'll use the back for you. Yeah!
There you go. All right. So what have you guys been up to this week? Just keep rubbing his back and we'll just talk about it.
Tell me about the games you've been playing. Mhm.
It didn't have to be like that. Gosh.
Oh, it had to be like that.
No, it doesn't. A man can give another man a back rub without it being sexual, John.
I know.
I
right?
didn't say that it was sexual. I just said that he was going to rub my back while I told you about video games.
Bro, the tone was
What if-
sexual, okay? No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
I guess I'll go first.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Monster Hunter Stories 2 still. With all the moving and everything going on, I haven't been able to finish it as quick as I've wanted to.
I
So,
have too,
yeah.
because I caught one of your streams and I was like, this motherfucker's so far ahead of me, I gotta catch up. So I
Yeah.
started playing the shit out of it again too.
I made it to Lola, the ice region.
I'm in the ice region as well,
Okay.
yeah. I'm like 2 missions into the ice region.
I made it to the ice region. I think I looked at a walkthrough to see how many missions I had left in that region, and I think I'm 4 away. 2 more regions after that, and I'll finish the game.
Nice. Well,
Which-
apparently there's a bunch of after game stuff, just like
Yeah.
regular Monster Hunter.
Yeah, because you
Yay.
remember we were trying to get talking about getting the Palamute,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked it up, and they
you
were
gotta
saying
be in high
you
rank to
can't-
do it.
Yeah, you have to finish the game or get high rank or before you can even get the little Palamute from Rise.
Mm-hmm. Just
Which
like
was-
regular Monster Hunter, you beat the whole game, and then you unlock high rank, which is the real game, and then you go from there.
So that was disappointing, but I guess something to look forward to. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. I played that Monday. Then the rest of the week was packing and moving.
Which he's finally moved in. He
Yeah.
didn't move into my house, just in case anyone
Yeah,
put that together, since he's here for some reason.
I live here now.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
You gonna pay me rent?
I mean, he would.
I mean, I'm paying it through podcasting.
There you go.
Is that like getting paid in exposure?
Yeah.
Is that what we just did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Follow for follow?
Yep.
Alright, you're getting kicked the fuck out today. I've been playing a shit ton this week. Some Rust,
He's playing Destiny.
Destiny, because new season dropped. A whole bunch of new info dropped for the next expansion, which I already immediately pre-ordered. Witch Queen looks so good. So yeah, bunch of Destiny, bunch of Sea of Thieves. We were teaching Loki Laval and his wife how to play last night, and then me and Katie have just been like fucking around and doing pirate shit the rest of the week. Some Rust as always, Mon Hunt stories. Played a wonderful game last night that was called Only Cans. You go on wonderful dates with these soda cans, and you click the hell out of them till you pop their tops off. It's great. It's a good time.
That is not a game.
Oh, it's absolutely a game. It's free. It's on Steam.
You know,
Go download
you
Only
don't
Cans
make
right
me
now.
laugh, Jono.
There's clips.
You don't have to make up games, Jono. There's plenty of games out there for
There are
everybody.
plenty of games out there.
You
I
just,
just,
I mean,
I just wanted to tell
like,
you guys about
more-
my soda drinking experience last night.
you know,
It was really
feel
hot.
free. Like, I mean, if you're like into making games, I saw a really cool game about smacking people in the ass.
Go on.
That's gonna be a good game. No, it's literally like it's like tag, but instead of just tagging each other, you just smack. You like run around playing slap ass. Like this is literally what it is.
Was that Bumville or something?
No, Bump
No,
Simulator.
no.
No, that's a
Bump
whole
Simulator?
game.
This is an undeveloped game. Well, underdeveloped game. The guy is, like he was kind of making it as a joke. But yeah, it's like a little. There's a little level, and you chase the other person around, and you try and slap them in the ass. And if they get slapped, they're it, and then they have to try and chase you.
So on
I think him and his girlfriend were playing it. It was pretty cute.
on top of that note, since I've been somewhat, whenever I have free time, learning Unity and learning some game development stuff, I thought of a wonderful idea for a game, and I can't say much about what it is because I'm gonna make it, and it's gonna be the stupidest thing that I've ever done in my life. Just know that it has to do with the Black Eyed Peas song "My Humps."
Okay, all right.
Is it like How to Go Get It?
No, it's gonna have to do with an elephant and that song.
Wow, I'm intrigued.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's because I'm dumb and I like to just mix up words and songs and then just repeat them over and over again instead and make my own songs. So it'll be fun.
That's a great game. I love that game.
And just 12 out of 10. It'll be great.
So the song that you made up in your head, is it going to be part of the soundtrack for your game?
Yes.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm on board.
That should be the theme song.
100%.
Just record yourself, and then it just plays at the beginning of the game.
And then the credit scenes will be like, please don't copyright strike me.
Did you guys play anything for Survivor Boys?
We did. What did we play? Oh my god, this week is my brain is gone. Oh, we played Goose Goose Duck.
Goose Goose Duck.
We
yeah.
played Among Goose with Nier.
Yeah.
That was such a fucking good time. Highly recommend that to anyone who was burnt out on the Among Us phase, but still wants something of that caliber. It's like Among Us and One Night Werewolf combined, and I could never get a hold of any of the fucking roles, but I understood that I play game and it was fun. It's good.
Dude, Among Us with the one night mods that's so much fun, dude. I played that a couple times now.
I was surprised. It basically took all of the modded experience of Among Us and just put it into the vanilla game for Goose Goose Duck, because proximity voice chat was just an immediate thing inside the game. Customization was just all over the place with it. There was the special kill cam things that they started adding into the newer stuff with Among Us. That was something that you could either switch out or buy for special kill animations and stuff like that. It was great.
That's cool.
Do recommend. I hope we get to play that for sure.
Oh, we're definitely playing that soon.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of back and forth in Discord about Goose Goose Duck that was going on, and they sigh because my internet hasn't been hooked up yet. Reason being, why I'm here.
Soon.
So
Soon. Spoon.
Big Spoon.
Alright, I'm tired of being Big Spoon. Fucking sick of it.
Well, I am playing
Currently?
Skater XL right now, actually.
Right at this second?
It's just really good. Well, I've been listening to you guys talking about Monster Hunter and all the games you guys are playing. I actually want to try Goose Goose Duck. I know it's free. I just haven't had the wherewithal to go and download it. But
Skater XL looks good, though. I was watching you play some of it last night.
This week, I got some keys for Hell Architect and Skater XL from the devs, so I was really excited. So I played those last night.
Nice.
Is Hell Architect by the Prison Architect people?
No.
Oh,
no, it's
okay.
different. Similar in genre, but it's very different art style, and the way it works is very different too. It's more an example. The little sinners that you control them individually, It's
Mhm.
not like, hey, this task needs to be done, and like it just kind of happens like a simulation. You're actually like physically controlling each individual person, and to be perfectly honest, it's a little complicated for my liking, but I still thought it was cool. However, Skater XL, which I've seen played before, I just never played it myself, is super cool. Like, I just like the fact that you can control the individual feet with the joysticks.
That
So, like,
seemed
if
real
you
weird to
ollie,
me.
you just pull the back joystick back, and his foot moves back. And once you get the idea of like which way the feet need to move,
Mhm.
then it's essentially like well, I mean, take the 8 directional diagonal up and down, left and right, and all the diagonals on each joystick, and then combine that with different like holding times
Do you need to see a
or
joystick in order to
like
visualize it? Okay, you were like imitating the joystick over
was
here,
just-
and I'm like, lad, I've got like 2 right next to you.
yeah. So it's really cool. I really like the way it works. Obviously they're gonna be adding more to it. They just added multiplayer, which I'm really excited about because I know some people that have it. It is a little expensive though. It's like $40.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. But Easy Day hooked me up, so thanks to them. And then this week I've been playing a lot of Apex. Betsy and I and Oximus and I have been just like jamming on
it's,
Apex. I
It's
don't know
funny
why
because
that's
every
like the
time I
new
pull up
thing.
my Steam, I pull it up and I'm like, I either see Ox or you on 100% of the time, and just like,
Yep,
look at those
yep.
boys. They're playing Apex.
Like, as soon as I
Yep,
go
we've been
on my
doing-
Apex hiatus,
It's the arenas.
So-
I didn't know the arenas were so much fun.
So I don't. Well, yes, that the arenas were what brought me back into wanting to play.
Because I don't like the battle royale at all. I've just been playing arenas.
We didn't like this wasn't part of the topic list or not, but I don't know if you happen to have seen the leaks and things that just dropped. I think like yesterday for Apex. One of the devs accidentally started streaming on his Twitch all of the upcoming stuff that they have that he's developing.
Stop. That was not an accident.
Accident, but
Yeah.
energy weapon shotgun that's releasing, a crossbow that's in development, 2 new
That sounds like
snipers, a gun rack wall that you would like pull like guns off of or something,
Oh,
kind of like how they had in Titanfall 2 or like you'd see in
or in the
Halo.
tutorial.
Yeah, in the tutorial, a gun rack wall was like kind of revealed inside of there, and then what was the other thing? There was something else, but it wasn't like giant. It was like a new type of drone type of thing, kind of like how the little bots are that you break open for stuff. It was like
Yeah.
a new looking version of one of them.
That's cool. Yeah, I would check that out.
I saw it earlier and I was like, huh, that's interesting. Or crossbow. I'd mess with that. It made me feel like I'm
Yeah,
back
I
at
mean,
home
I
in
re-
Rust.
I really like playing the arena mode in Apex because it kind of reminds me of like gunfight in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it's Counter-Strike.
I mean,
So it
yeah,
is.
it is. I almost wish that they added a gunfight though to Apex, because that would be badass. Like you just get random weapons, like the whole team gets the same weapon, or the same weapon combo, and you
Yeah.
just have to go at it. But it would be interesting how they set that up, because with the powers and shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like there would be maybe some balancing issues. I don't know.
Oh,
I
and
guess
then
if it's random, it's random.
that's right. There was another thing that was kind of revealed, and that was Titanfall 2 wall running coming back for Apex.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which is going to make the gameplay a lot more fast-paced.
I
because
love wall running.
that was
I used to
the
love Advanced
best thing.
Warfare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God,
that was-
Titanfall 2
oh my God.
multiplayer is so much fun.
Dude, there's probably some of my favorite like clips, because that's like Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare was like when I started thinking about trying to start streaming, because of some of the clips that I was able to record on my Xbox. This is probably some of my favorites, like wall running over somebody and then landing behind them and
Yeah.
sticking a grenade on their back and then running away. Like That kind of tricky shit. I love doing that shit in multiplayer games.
So fun. I'm excited.
So yeah,
If those leaks
Apex
are real,
for
then
sure.
it's gonna be good.
I've been playing the new season of Splitgate ever since they started it at Gamescom. What was that, on Friday? I think that they showed
Yeah.
that.
Friday was it was either Thursday or Friday was Gamescom.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I
I was
remember
like,
you
oh, I
saying
haven't
like,
installed.
"Hey,
Let me
new
just
season
go check
drops
it out.
right now."
That's really fun. I haven't played it as much, but I do really enjoy Splitgate. I'm looking for some more people who want to play Splitgate. I know
I need to re-download it because I haven't I
Loki
literally
plays
played it back when it was like alpha beta, and I was like,
Oh,
this game is gonna
you
be
need to try
fucking
it.
huge, and then nobody played
They
it.
upped the graphics and everything too.
I was so pissed because I was like, this is the coolest fucking concept for a game, and then nobody fucking played it. And then now here I am a year later, and everyone's like, yo dog, you hear about Splitgate? I'm like, fuck you guys.
As soon as I said that, Oximus just opened up Splitgate on my screen.
Of course.
That's so funny.
God.
And what else? So Splitgate, I said, Apex. Oh, so I hurt my back on last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And so all week I've been like just kind of either sitting down or sleeping or trying to do work at work, and it's been miserable. But I've been trying to play some VR games, like Beat Saber and Blade and Sorcery, and although it's
sad lad is
like
sad.
I can do maybe 30 minutes. Because my back and my hips like kind of start to hurt from holding up. Like it's just I really fucked it up this week, but it's all good now.
They sigh.
Sad
I
lad
was
is
using
sad.
it. Yeah, I was using it to help increase my flexibility, you could say. So yeah, doing some VR stuff. I dabbled in Overwatch this week. I think that was pretty much it. I need to get back to like Minecraft. I really want to play some more Minecraft soon.
I think I may end up just having to start over. Just
And what?
create a new Facebook account and link it to my
Oh, VR. Oh my God! Now I'm realizing what you were saying a second ago.
Yeah, that's why I was like, sorry.
Sorry. I
haven't been able to play Demio.
Just
No. Oh, that sucks.
They can't take your purchases away from you though.
Yeah, that's bullshit, bro.
But it's linked to
That's messed up.
your Facebook. I was gonna try. Prince Recluse put a article in virtual reality chat about what would happen if your Facebook is disbanded and how to recover your Oculus account. So I was gonna try that first. Once I get everything back up, because they said that Facebook was banning accounts by accident, and it was affecting people on Oculus.
Yeah,
And
I
they
mean,
had to go
we knew
through-
this was gonna fucking happen
Yeah.
too. The minute they were like, you have to tie your Facebook account into your Oculus, you're like, these motherfuckers are gonna lock some people out, and
Yeah.
it's gonna fuck them over.
It's exactly what happened. So I'm gonna try that first, and if not, that's kind of my last resort. Then I just create a new one.
And then we
So,
kick down Zuckerberg's door, and shit on his chest,
Yeah, I mean,
Punch him in the dick.
give him the old dick twist.
I'll
No, I don't want
pass.
to. I don't want to grab his dick. I
Yeah,
just want to punch it.
Twist his dick.
You know what? You twist it and then I'll punch it.
Okay. We'll give him the old pretzel.
Let you guys handle that.
It'll be like those videos of those Japanese guys making matcha, where it's just like
Yeah.
and of course, when the dick punching and twisting shows
Yeah.
up,
The minute that a
Katie
dick was
Cat.
mentioned, Katie woke up.
Katie shows up.
yeah. Hey, Katie, welcome.
As always.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, we wanna let's break into some things that were happening around the web this week.
Yeah, since we brought up
Let me,
dick punching.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know if anyone happened to have caught. I know because I watched a little bit of it. Germa 985 was doing Germa's Dollhouse, which was a giant streaming event that he put together. That was he made like 6 life-size sets outside of his house, like full life-size sets, and then had like a full camera crew basically working with him. And he normally does everything solo, So this was impressive as shit that he put on a full production team for this. Multiple cameras into each different room. And he basically did improv real life Sims. Chat would like vote in on things, kind of like how Twitch plays Pokemon, but it was Twitch plays Sims with Germa as the character. And they would mostly like have him do a bunch of stuff. So the first day was a lot of like tutorial of like how things worked, understanding what the whole process of the dollhouse was, stuff like that. And most of chat just had him in the bathroom for several hours because, you know, when you're first getting into the Sims, you're like, how do I see them nakeds?
Yeah.
So lots of running them back and forth between the toilet and the shower. The second day started a little bits of chaos into it, as he started introducing a bunch of other people into it. There was one of the big streamers, Ludwig, was also a part of it. He played a maid in the production. It was fantastic because he went from like a maid into, he became like somewhat of a pseudo lover to someone who was threatening his life at one point. It was a trip. He even included like random little median segments that was like him having dreams, and they were like kind of tied in like it was a story related type of thing. It was all chaos. And then of course, just like The Sims, the whole stream ended when he was chat had him go into a pool, and then they removed the ladder from the pool and then let him die.
That's not funny, but it's funny.
It's what you do in The Sims. You either do that or you put them in the kitchen and you remove all of the doors, and then you start a kitchen fire.
Just make them cook until the kitchen fire starts.
Yep. There was a lot of really
or what I would do
there too.
is just take them into any room and like put something in there like a water fountain or a faucet, and just like continuously make them drink water until they have to pee, and then they'll just pee on the floor until they get so depressed that they die.
Yep. And that actually happened during part of the stream too, is they did that. He had he had a bunch of lives, and the one of the like clips that were taken from that was that he was so like exhausted. His character was so exhausted, and they kept making him do push-ups over and over again in the kitchen. And then he was in the middle of doing a push-up like set, and then just fell over, and his character died for the day. It got to a point where he got like chat kept killing him so much that he made a deal and then slept with Death. And this was while he was in a somewhat relationship with the maid Ludwig. And Ludwig comes into the room. It's just like, hey. And then all of a sudden, Jervis was sleeping with Death. And it's like, oh, don't mind that. That's a pile of pillows. Ludwig's like, the autonomous pillows that are now standing up? What are these sentient pillows? It was honestly 10 out of 10. It was a 3 days worth of a stream. Worth watching the VODs for it. I know he's uploading them to his YouTube as well, but the amount of production that man put into that, really impressive.
It does. It sounds impressive.
That was probably one of my favorite like moments of Twitch for a while. It's like that. It's one of those things that goes into history like Twitch plays Pokemon, for sure.
Speaking of going into history, our next topic is gonna definitely go in the Twitch history books, because
dun dun dun.
We finally found out that Dr. Disrespect knows why he got banned,
and has known for months.
The reason he can't talk about it is that he is definitely suing Twitch. And in his words, I'm paraphrasing, but basically they banned him for something very much worth him suing Twitch over. So we can expect to see a very interesting maybe court decision, if not maybe, I don't know if we're gonna get to know like the process along the way, but
yeah, he seemed very
at
like
the end of it,
very upset, and you could feel like the emotion just leaking out from his by his character. He was just like, and the amount of stuff they did, and you can't just I'm not gonna. Yeah, exactly. You're just, I'm just like, you know what? I feel that, because if it was me,
and like I didn't know right away, or maybe I did know, and it was something that I knew that I had to like figure out how to do a lawsuit. I mean, if you're making that kind of money, like
Right.
that's a big deal. And he was talking about a lot of the sponsorships and partnerships that he had built, and how that was destroyed by a lot by that happening.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
like
I'm
broke
like,
a ton of his like deals and reputation with a lot of other like, because sponsors are gonna be like, okay, well, we don't know why you were
yeah,
banned from this. Do we want to continue with this unless we know what's going on? Yeah,
it's
that's a
crazy to think
really
about.
big detrimental thing to somebody who is making money off of sponsorships and stuff.
It's funny. I was just thinking about it the other day because I had won a sample pack of some different G Fuel flavors from a stream. Um, and when I received them, one of the random flavors that was in it was the black on blackberry,
You were over here
which is
fucking up
Dr.
with your arm.
Disrespect's like
Okay.
flavor that he started,
Uh huh.
and it doesn't have any trace of Dr. Disrespect's like stuff on it anymore. It's just a flavor.
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
G
they
Fuel
like
cut ties?
yeah, they could completely cut him off from
Wow.
like any ties with that flavor.
Did not know that.
It's wild, dude. It's wild. I was like looking at it because you look at every other flavor, the ones that are with PewDiePie, or I mean, there's a million of them. I
Yeah.
can name, but they all say inspired by, inspired by, inspired by FaZe Clan, PewDiePie, KSI, whoever it is. The one that's literally called Black on Blackberry, which if you ever watch Disrespect, you obviously know what I'm talking about. It has no trace of his name or anything on it. It's just the colors and the berries, and that's it.
Dang, that's vicious.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's messed up.
that's fucking ruthless.
And I mean, how
So
long has it been since he left Twitch? It's been like
a
a year
year.
now?
been a little over a year
A
now.
year
Yeah.
and 2 months now.
So I wonder how long he's known.
He said for
So
a couple
here's-
of months at least.
Here's what I'm wondering now: is that now we know that it's something that he would want to turn around and sue Twitch for.
Mm.
What do we think it is?
Mm.
What do we think the reason is?
I mean, if
Because I have my theories, but I
It
wanted to
couldn't
know
have
what
been-
you guys first thought. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Okay, what did he get Twitch banned on Twitch for that he's going to turn around and now try and sue them?
Considering how rough Twitch has been with its back and forth terms of service, my thought is that they are rebanning him over a previous ban and just pretending like it didn't happen.
Like the E3 thing, maybe?
Yeah. That's what my thought is
Interesting.
that they're rebanning him over that because enough people complained about it at some point for them to be like, we already unbanned you and forgave you for this process, but fuck you.
so, it's like getting fired for 10-year-old tweets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like cancel culture, finding something from when you were 5 and then canceling you
Just-
over it.
Which
Just
well,
just
that'd be
to
tough.
throw like a kind of a wrench in the whole thought process. What if
Marvel
we find
what if?
out that what if we find out that Dr. Disrespect got banned because of a hate raid like situation where a bunch of people just decided to report him for something, and it turns out that it never actually happened. It was just a lot of them all at the same time.
That
And
would be
he got
some
banned automatically.
shit. That would be some shit.
I mean, aren't they supposed to review those?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they
they're
don't.
supposed to, but
We-
a lot of big streamers have just gotten banned and then immediately unbanned
Mhm.
for that reason. So if there was any question at all at that moment when he got banned when they were reviewing it, it's possible that they would have just that they could have. It's 50-50. They could have just said, "Oh yeah, that's what if he got fucking trolled and they reported him and he got banned, and then because Twitch like decided to stick with their guns and leave him banned, now they're gonna have to defend it in court."
The first time that they've ever decided to stick with their guns on a ban off of a big
yeah,
streamer.
true.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if they would go that far. Can I help you, sir?
Probably not.
I'm sorry.
You got some fuzz on you?
Yeah.
Getting the fuzz off?
I gotta
Do you see all this hair? It falls off everywhere. It's fine. That's just natural at this
I feel
point.
like I'm like getting Teray ready for school.
I basically can just weave an entire new shirt out of my hair that falls off of me every day.
All right, you good to go.
Or it could be something I was
Did you get your
thinking,
lunch?
maybe like DMCA or DMCA like, copyright related. That he was streaming something maybe he shouldn't have been, or I don't know.
But I mean,
something
that
like
wouldn't be a
I feel
ban.
like.
But that would be a legit,
warning, or your
like-
video like needs to come down, a flag or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah,
That
I
would
feel
be
like
a
those
quick
would be more of a legit reason to ban, and less of something that he would be able to go back and fight and sue over. If it was like a DMCA thing that has its own third party outstanding law, because he wouldn't be directly attacking Twitch for that. He'd be attacking whoever would be the copyright holders or such for something like that.
True. I guess that's true. In any case,
I hope we find
Either
out.
if it
way,
was
I
if
hope
it
we
was
find out
something
as
like
well.
that, yeah, I just want to know. Something else that we're finding out this week is about. I'm sure a lot of you guys have used GroovyBot in the past on Discord.
I've heard the name.
Yes.
I hadn't used it.
No, never used it.
Never used
Basically,
it.
what it does is it's a little bot that joins your voice chat channel, and it'll play music. So it's pretty cool. It's free. You can use it anywhere. But unfortunately, the problem that they've been coming across now is that it basically skips over YouTube's ad services, and if it pulls from Spotify, it's doing the same thing. You're basically getting a paid service for free through Discord.
That's really funny because I'd had something that was similar, like another bot, that didn't skip the ads, and it was fucking frustrating in Discord voice
Yeah.
chats when you're trying to play music and all of a sudden you get just a 15-second ad. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
you-
Because the super free version, because I have YouTube Premium, for example, so I don't get a whole lot of ads.
Same.
But the super free version of YouTube, especially when it comes to the music, is full of ads. I don't know how people deal with it, to be perfectly honest with you. I find it difficult to watch YouTube on a regular basis with all the ads.
That's why I just don't use YouTube for music anymore.
That's why I turned off Spotify, because I was getting ads about removing the ads. I was like, you know what, that's enough.
I pay for Spotify.
I was gonna
That's
say
like my
I've had
main music
Spotify
service.
Premium for years. It's the only thing that I use anymore.
By monocle, yeah.
Don't
I mean,
flip
no, it's
my
just I can't
desk.
stand the ads. I'm willing to pay for it, and it used to be where YouTube was my main source of music. So to use the app with my phone off, you had to have premium. So that's why I had it to start, and it came with for free Google Play Music, which used to be my main music service provider thing. So, but now I've switched completely to Spotify, pretty much.
And there was a thing where Spotify also had free Hulu with it and stuff like that to combine together. I don't know if it still does anymore. Who knows?
Yeah, Spotify Premium, in my opinion, is really good.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, yeah. So,
wait, who
Google.
posted this thing about Yu-Gi-Oh?
That would be Moose who posted that about Yu-Gi-Oh. The only person who plays Final Fantasy 14.
It's time to.
But I will say I did watch a bit of what was happening with this, and it's actually really fucking cool. I'd like to see it implemented to other games and stuff. So there's this dude who took one of those old Yu-Gi-Oh dual discs, from third season of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Has the blade
has the blade that you put all the cards into. Yeah. So he took one of those, and he was like, Astrology, the Astroglide from Final Fantasy 14 uses cards.
Astroglide.
Yeah, uses cards to do all their skills in game. So why can't I use Yu-Gi-Oh cards on my dual disc to do the skills? You'd think that he would just have a chip sensor for when it hits a certain tray, it'd be attached into specific skills or something, but he went an extra step. Painted the backs of his cards, had them register the different types of paint on the back of the cards to each of the trays, and whenever he would use specific cards, it would activate specific skills it was a lot of key binding and a lot of like things that he's gonna go into, and he said he's gonna do a like full tutorial walkthrough of it, but it looks fucking cool. I'd play it like that for sure.
I mean, I'm looking at the video now. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm very confused by it.
Basically, like the backs of each of the cards had like certain specific colored paints on them, and he would like trigger them with a sensor on the dual disc because of the paint. So it'd be like, I want to use heal, and he'd talk about like a specific heal card that would be painted on the back of it for it.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
Mm-hmm. Like, think about just any MMO or like any game that has multiple keybinds or something, and you just do it like that.
I mean, do people just sit around and try to figure out what I can mod to make it look cool? I mean,
yes, we've had
the pizza.
We've had people playing pizza and like bananas and stuff to beat Dark Souls. Yes, people get really fucking bored all the time. People remod things all the time because why the hell not?
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, there's people who like will speed run games using Donkey Kong 64 drums.
I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen the pizza. I didn't see the banana remod.
Oh, that one was messy by the end of it. Because he was just smacking bananas the whole time. It was just banana mush by the end of it. But yeah, really cool. Really, really cool. His name is Super Lewis 64, by the way, in case anyone wants to look it up later. He's going to be doing like a full tutorial on how to. And if anybody has a dual disc laying around, I'd want to play Magic that way. Like,
yeah, that would be pretty cool.
If I could figure out a way to get it to where each of the cards in my deck triggered for each of the real life cards that I have, and then put them all through the dual disc that way, it'd be cool as shit.
There's probably some type of card company that's going to see this and contact him to use his quote-unquote modded technology to enhance.
Would be cool. Would be pretty cool.
Now, this next one we talked about a couple of... Well, it's been a while.
But before we talk about that, we need to thank...
Wait, what?
We need to thank the Raiders from Nico the Stallion.
Hey!
Hello! I brought my little ponies here.
Oh, welcome, ponies.
Welcome to the Remnant Gamer Podcast.
Hi, I'm Jono.
Welcome.
That's it. Fucking... I'm just...
Now I'm here twice, yes.
My plan is complete. Is he putting on a shark hat? He is. He is. It's going to be all chaos tonight because I've invaded Jono's.
Not that it's usually any better.
Right.
He is Jono and I'm Sheila.
Welcome,
G'day.
Sheila.
How's it going?
Welcome, Sheila. Welcome, Raiders. We're the Young Remnants. Minus
Young
two.
Remnants.
Young Remnants.
Well, I was going to say that we had
boy.
talked about this upcoming topic before about the refund policy on Steam for games that are under 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because it we're going to reenact Ace Ventura.
Oh my god. Yeah, they almost made that. They almost went ahead and made that game that was like basically to beat it, you just had to play for an elapsed 2 hours, and it was like $49.99.
Oh my god, that one from the other company who also had the same issue?
Yes.
But what was the game? There was a game that Jono recommended I play, where in order for you to go through the game, you had to blink, and it was like a memory type game.
That's the one. That's the
Yeah,
one we're
it's the one.
talking about.
I thought it was a different game.
No,
So you mean
it
this
was
has happened
from-
to them twice?
It was from that company. No, this isn't the same game.
No,
From
so that game you're talking about is a different game. Sorry, I didn't
Okay.
mean to confuse you. Yeah, no, that is a different game. But that game that you just mentioned is the game that Jono and I were both saying that this story reminds us of.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's super fucked up though, because these guys were
Yeah.
in development of another game that people were very hyped about. I think it was called Far From Light, and because Steam has a 2-hour window for refunding things, and this game was 90 minutes long, it falls just shy of that. So
Yep.
even though it has really, really good reviews, overwhelmingly positive right now, so many people are refunding the game that the dev was like, I literally am making zero money off of this. I can't fund making another game because I'm making negative money. So I'm quitting game development for indefinitely, and the next
Yeah,
game may never see the light of day.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if it's positive reviews and everyone enjoyed the game. But that's kind of dickish.
It's really dickish to like especially if it's a small indie game, because usually those are less than $10 most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, what do you really need that fucking $10 for, man? Support that game company.
Yeah.
Support that developer who is trying to fucking make something.
I was
for
gonna
you
say
to
like
enjoy and
90
play.
minutes of a game is worth your $10.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really unfair to take that money back away from them after you've already played the game.
Right.
And fuck, The Walking Fish 2 is still the game that I recommend 100% of the time. Anyone says, hey, you want to play an indie game, is maybe about 45 minutes worth of gameplay. But
Yep.
would I recommend that to every single person to purchase it and buy it and play it? Absolutely. Fucking own that game. That game is fantastic, and those devs need more recognition.
Yeah.
It just... and they talk about it in the article where, like, Steam might have to look into something like a separate policy for indie devs.
For shorter games.
For shorter games, yeah. Because
Yeah.
stuff like this is going to keep happening. This is something that was put in place for AAA titles that people were not happy about because there's no return policy in the US for digital product.
Yeah. Even if it's like something that when you buy the game it pops up specifically, hey, just so you know, this is different. When you buy this particular game, you're going to have this specific time period to refund it. And then that's it. Because this game the runtime is only so short. As long as they did something like that, people, I mean, there's going to be people who are going to be like, well, I just clicked through it, I didn't read it. Sorry, that's on you. But they should do something like that because, yeah, it's just not fair.
It's really
It's
not.
not fair for the devs.
Because these guys are putting like everything out. Like they're putting fucking hard money and time and effort into developing these games for you to play, and
Of course, yeah.
they're just getting shit on for it.
Now, has Steam always had this 2-hour rule to return games?
No,
for,
before
just-
for a while.
yeah, there
it
used
is
to be no
fairly new,
policy
though.
before.
I mean, in comparison to how long Steam has been around, it's a fairly new thing.
Mhm.
But it's been, I would say, what, maybe 4?
5-ish
5
years.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first time I remember ever being able to refund a game, and I've only done it a handful of times with, usually, to be honest, it's with games that people gift me, and I'm like, I don't have time to play this.
Yeah.
I just refund it back to them so they get their money back.
I've only refunded 2 games, or I've only made an attempt to refund 2 games. One of them was just a very tragic game that I just didn't care about playing, and I played like 30 minutes of it and was like, I don't fucking care about this game. The other one I tried to refund and they still won't let me is fucking agony. Fucking hate. Ah!
Is that the baby Satan game?
Yes, that's the baby Satan game.
Yeah. The game is terrible.
That game is fucking awful, and then they released the unrated, X-rated adult version of it. Oh no, there's more nipples on our babies. Doesn't make your game any fucking better, man.
Actually,
I don't know if I feel comfortable with all this Jonah rage.
Yeah, you usually don't have to stand next to him when he's
Right.
like, you know, going off.
You can feel the heat coming off, right?
Wusa. Wusa, hey.
I was just gonna say,
Don't wave your rage mist over here. Just calm down.
I'll say, I don't know if he can feel the heat, but he could probably smell it.
Jeez.
Like a summer's eve.
That's right.
My mouth was open and everything.
Delicious. Delicious.
Oh, it's like a
So
monster.
I saw somebody
Thanks.
was excited about Monster Rancher.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of games that don't disappoint me like Agony,
There you go.
fucking, I think you played Monster Rancher before, right?
I didn't play Monster Rancher until 4.
Okay, so you didn't, so you didn't have that wonderful experience on
Yeah.
the PS1.
No.
So the original Monster Ranchers, it was a lot like Pokemon, where you had to like catch a bunch of monsters and stuff, and they'd be on your party and everything. But in order to get the monsters, you pop open the CD disc of the PS1 after going into the like search for new monster thing, and you'd pop in another random ass CD, and it would form into a new monster. So I would be sitting there as like a little fucking kid, playing Monster Rancher and be like, I want a new creature. And I'd pop it open and I'd be like, fuck this shit, Linkin Park. What does this monster make? And I'd go through all of my fucking CD list of things and be like, I need all of the monsters. Look at them all.
Monster Rancher 4 was the same way. And I mean,
I always wanted to do that.
there was a list of like movies and DVDs that you could use that would give you specific monsters. And
there was ones that were on the PS1. If you played like other Tecmo Koei games in there, it would give you rare monsters instead.
yeah,
Yep.
Because I would like switch in Tekken or something, and it'd be like, you get a rare monster. Like, fuck yeah.
Yep.
then they tried to make the anime out of it, which was god awful.
Which does anyone else besides us remember Monster Rancher anime? Does anyone remember anything that happened in Monster Rancher besides there being monsters? And there was that one Mike Wazowski looking fucking one.
I
Right.
remember
The
in
yellow.
4.
Yeah, the yellow Mike Wazowski.
I remember in 4, in Monster Rancher 4, it was kind of like Pokemon, but you could create a ranch to put your monsters through. They had different obstacles that they could go through, and it would either increase their speed or their attack or their defense.
Yeah, it'd be like a
depending
training
on-
yard.
Yeah, like a training area that you can go through. And then you'd battle your monsters. And I battled the shit out of my monsters so much that they came and took them away from me.
I'm sorry,
Wait,
sir.
what?
You've
They
abused
who?
your monster too much. We need to take this
They-
away. This is Child Protective Services.
They came and
This is
they
ours
took,
now.
They came and they took my monster away, and they put him
Wait,
on
what?
cryo freeze because they said I battled him too much, that it was destroying him,
Yeah, you
What
literally
the hell? That is
abused your
so
monster.
weird.
and I couldn't get him back. And it wasn't like we needed to put him in freeze and let him rest. And we were like, no, we were taking his ass away from
Like,
you.
nah, you don't own this anymore.
I couldn't get the
fuck?
monster back. It was so weird. And it was disappointing at the same time because
Yeah.
I had battled like my way through different tournaments.
I was gonna say you spent time and
Yeah.
you like that was your
I was like
creature.
getting up in the high rank, and then I'm like, "We're going to the top. We're going all the way, baby." And then we're like, "Excuse me, sir.
FBI, open up!
Open up! Everybody on the ground. Whose monster is this?"
Oh my god!
Somebody coming in and taking my monster out in the blanket, and so it was disheartening.
That's wow.
Get him out of here.
So the purpose of this is that they're re-releasing Monster Rancher. I was gonna say Monster Hunter, Monster Rancher 1 and 2 on the Switch and on PC, December 9th. And the cool thing about it is that you're still gonna be able to create monsters with discs
Nice.
in a way, digitally. They're just gonna have a library of like a bunch of music that's able to be used with it, and you can just pick between all the music and go, I want that monster. He sounds like a cool, funky jazz beat.
I feel like they should have just used QR codes.
You know what? I was thinking there was
No,
a game like
because then that starts
somehow.
getting into a whole new thing of them just like releasing a bunch of what are those things called that they use with Nintendo all the time?
But they use
Amiibos?
QR codes
Yeah.
in Animal Crossing.
No, they used NFC chip readers with cards that they sold as packs.
Okay.
Because they didn't want to make amiibos for like all 70 other people in Animal Crossing.
But I thought when someone else would create clothing or something, you could scan their QR code.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Huh.
Oh,
And I was thinking there was another type of game out there where you could scan barcodes or something and get information, or I don't know.
Yeah, they had it for. It was a Pokemon game. I forget which Pokemon game it was, but they had a Pokemon game that you could scan QR codes and it would unlock different Pokemon.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the fucking name of it now.
But the disc switching option was a big draw for me.
Yeah.
For Monster Rancher. Well, I didn't play till
Me
4.
too.
But yeah,
I mean,
thought that was
I'd
pretty
never
cool
played it,
concept.
but I always knew about that feature and I thought that was badass. I used to, like, I would look. I remember reading the magazine that had like the index of all the like known CDs and stuff to get the best monsters, and like being just very enthralled with that information, even though I didn't have the game.
It was really like I love games that had unique little catches like that, like Metal Gear 1 when you're fighting Psycho Manus and like no one knew that you had to unplug your controller and plug it into port number 2.
Oh my god, yeah.
Things that have unique little hooks like that are games that just get me. Anytime. It's like a lot of people are like, fuck gimmicky things, I don't like it. And I'm like, yo, give me the gimmicky things. They're kind of neat sometimes.
Oh yeah.
With the exception of having to shake your fucking controller for PS3 when those games came out. No. Fucking get that out of here. The only exception was when Infamous Second Son came out on PS4 and you shook it for like a quick second because it was a graffiti spray can.
Yeah.
That was the only exception.
You
Yeah, I'm excited for Monster Rancher though. Real excited.
I might give it a look. I mean, I said I wasn't playing any more remakes or remodels until I got Legend of Dragoons. But I have fond memories of Monster Rancher. Let's see if I can work these monsters in.
Yeah, see if you can get Monster Protection Services to take another one from you.
We gonna see if he
there you go.
We gonna see if he get MPS to come in and take my monsters away.
Oh, that.
It'd be really funny if they like since then they've like upped the cinematic value of when that happens to you. Like legit somebody like visits you and is like, we're here to collect this monster. You've trained him too hard. He now needs to be cryogenically frozen. And then like you get like this scene where the monster gets frozen and then they give you like a little plaque with his name and stuff.
You know, it goes into like a full animated sad
Yes,
scene
yes,
where they're like
yes,
they're taking it
yes.
out of your hands,
Yes,
and then you see your
yes.
character just like, no, my monster.
It's like Bye Bye Butterfree all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd fucking pay money just for that scene to happen.
I'm saying that would be dope. That would be dope.
Oh man, I'm ready. I'm work the hell out of these monsters. We're battling day, noon, and night.
They don't know what's in store for them.
I know. Katie Cat's right. All these damn standing desks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I had to stand up. My back. I can't be sitting like that long anymore. So, speaking of things that are changing, we've got some interesting news coming from Streamlabs that I was particularly excited about. I'm kind of wondering what my other Twitch streamers out there think about this particular feature. As you guys know, Twitch, of course, when you guys get subs or when you guys gift subs, of course, your Twitch streamer that you're gifting it to or giving it to. What's up?
I don't know. Light was going down on me for a second, so I felt like I needed to make it rain.
Oh, okay. So when you get that money, you know the streamer gets a portion of that, but now with Streamlabs you can set up a monthly tipping service so that instead of giving just a portion of that in a
Tipping
subscription
service
to the streamer, you can give all the money to the streamer, or at least as much as they can get with
Get that tip.
transaction fees and things like that. Because if you guys didn't already know, like if you have it set up through PayPal or whatever, they do still take a portion of that money.
Yeah.
But it's a lot less than what Twitch takes through their services. Which
Yeah, because even if you're a partner, Twitch takes about 50% of your cut of any donation, any subscription, all of those types of things. But Streamlabs is like, no, you guys
up to 50. Partners typically have a lower percentage.
Yeah, it depends on the level of partner, but yeah. But Streamlabs is like, fuck it. It's your money. You need it now.
Yeah.
J.G. Whitworth.
It is different, yeah.
I've heard of Kofi. I've seen Nika mention coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard they.
So yeah, you could do something
similar.
like that too. But it's nice because Streamlabs adds a couple of different features that, like, for example, Kofi doesn't quite have yet. Whereas, like, for example, you can have it set up on your alerts that if you've already got Streamlabs built in, you can use it with their widgets. So any tips that come in, that's also usable on your Dono.
And also show you
bar.
alerts when you get like merch purchases and things.
Exactly. Yeah, Streamlabs has a lot of different ones, but that one in particular that they're adding is, going to be integrated with their already existing tipping alerts and related widgets. So, pretty cool feature.
I agree.
Yes. It's just gonna point to your dicks every time I say the word tip.
Tipping alert.
Started
Tip,
it.
tip.
Okay.
Oh man! Speaking of Twitch, and unwanted things like Jono's tip.
Following it up from, hey, you're not wrong, but also, hey. Damn. We're following up on the topics that we had last week with the hate raids that were going on from Twitch. You can take it back.
Have you guys seen any of the videos? I know Harris Heller.
Mm-hmm.
He released one about how it's not going to affect the platform any, and it's a bad idea. And we even don't you head push.
I need you to speak to the microphone.
And there was even we released a clip that you guys talked about last week on YouTube, and we got a comment on it that somebody came in and said that it's not going to affect the platform.
Yeah, there's also been like a bunch of like top streamers that are 50-50 on it. Like Asmongold was saying that it could benefit if everyone was 100% on it, but because it's still such a fuzzy thing, it's not gonna really do much because he was just like, I'm not gonna do it, so it's not gonna really affect much of that. And like Soda Poppin was also on the same train of like, yeah, no, it's like, yeah, it's an issue, but it's not gonna affect much taking off a day from that.
Yeah, and that was the consensus that I was getting, is that just today is not going to have any impact on Twitch because they're going to be back the next day. But my thought process is you have to start somewhere. I mean, otherwise, you're just sitting there and complaining and not taking any action. And we know that's not going to help anything. Right? Or is it just me?
No,
I was gonna say, would you also agree that like, not that taking a day off Twitch and bringing attention to it is not already doing something?
Exactly.
It is.
Okay.
And that's like
that's kind of what I feel like.
Soda said was like, yes, it's gonna make it like known, but it's also gonna make it like it's not gonna affect whether or not they continue with this because Twitch has already addressed it and they're not doing anything as it is.
Yeah, I know.
Which I
but,
guess
like,
brings it to our topic of
Twitch
which is also
like
getting hate rated.
Yeah, they got hate rated, and then on top of that, so does that really mean anything though?
That's in the hands of Twitch.
Yeah.
What I'm saying though is like, to us, if the Twitch channel gets hate rated, like that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, because it's like the company just got hate rated. That's like if fucking Coca-Cola was streaming and someone hate rated them. Like Coca-Cola is gonna like even likely be to like shrug their shoulders. They may not even notice it.
Well, see,
You know what I mean?
it was funny because I was watching through the clip of what happened during that, and they were so quick to cut to emote only chat that like it was almost a blink and you missed it kind of situation. So they're very aware of what's going on. They just don't want to do anything right now.
I mean, the
And
thing
that is the issue.
The way I look at it is like this is just something that's been going on since Twitch has existed. Now finally coming to a smaller streamers' channels. Like everyone that's watching and listening out there, like I hope they realize that this is not like a new thing. The hate rates.
No, not at all. It's been happening for a long time.
Since like the first iteration of Twitch, there's been people spamming hurtful things. That's the reason why certain emotes have been changed. Twitch guidelines, certain like automated words, like that's how all this shit got started. It's just now only recently starting to expand out to different people's channels. It's definitely not the first time. I mean, shit, I got follow botted in my first year of streaming.
I remember that. Yep.
It doesn't. I hesitate to say that it doesn't really affect anything, because what it does affect obviously is like people's feelings about streaming. You can't. It is hurtful to see those things in chat, and I can't deny that, regardless of whether it's true or not, or whether you're the kind of person that can say, oh well, it's just chat, like that doesn't affect me. Well, I mean, that's not everybody, and I can definitely understand that, and I can see things from that point of view to a certain extent. But at the same time, I also hesitate to say that doing some type of movement, everybody trying to do one thing to bring the attention to a particular subject, is, even if it's not going to necessarily take money out of Twitch's pocket,
right?
I know that that's the intention, but I feel like a lot of people are having contention with it specifically for that reason. I don't think it's necessarily always about trying to take money out of Twitch's pocket.
No, because that's not going to happen regardless of what happens.
Exactly. So it's more about the effort. If everyone was to just put the effort forward so that it would happen, I feel like it's more likely that Twitch may not immediately go, oh my god, we have to fix this now. They're robbing us of our money. What they'll end up having to do is face the music, which is the more people that talk about it, the more often it happens, because it doesn't have to be just a one-time thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are gonna start quitting Twitch because of it. It's the start of a trend, is what it is.
Right.
It's not necessarily like a one-shot deal. We're not trying to deliver a silver bullet. What we're trying to do is start a movement that people recognize what's going on.
Yeah, it's a step forward to making it aware that this is an issue and needs to be resolved.
Right, and,
Exactly.
and to me, it's kind of like the less you do about it, the less you make an attempt to do something about it. It's almost like you're saying it's okay, you allow it.
Yeah. And again, I guess support Harris Hella's statement to a certain extent too, is that he's not necessarily saying like, you gotta quit Twitch if you want to make a difference. He's just saying that, there are certain ways to achieve what people are talking about, and those people who are really serious about it, there's other options, and as those things start to, I would say, develop, then we'll start to see changes. But yeah, I feel like the trend definitely is already kind of telling us that it's gonna be a while.
It's sad because like
changes.
People have even made proposals on how to fix this issue and how to
of course,
how to resolve it like really quickly. Hey, you already set up to where we have to have two-factor authentication in order to log into our accounts when we're affiliate and above. Why not just fucking make everybody two-factor authenticate in?
Yeah, I feel like it's somewhere.
Bots,
somewhere
goodbye.
lost in the bureaucracy. That like there's too much going on at like the top level where they're not starting. They may have their ears open, they may be receiving a lot of information, but all they're doing is just letting it kind of pile up around them. And that's of course the biggest issue with it right now
Yeah.
is that there's so many people talking about it to them, and the lack of response is probably the biggest issue. If they were like, "Hey, look, this is what we plan on doing. This right here. This is what
Right.
we're talking about." Even just like the spark of an idea, they could say, "Look, we're trying to figure out how exactly to implement this, but this is the final goal." That would be enough, I feel like, to shut a lot of
Yeah.
people up and
And be like, okay,
like,
so you
you
actually
know-
have a plan and you're working towards it.
exactly, yeah.
It's the same situation where we had with the DMCA stuff, where they're just going, we know it's there, we know it's an issue,
Yeah.
have fun, just don't do it. That's a bad thing.
It's,
Like,
it's really
what is
fucked
what is
up.
that fucking fixing at all?
Yeah, I know.
A-
Of course, it's not
address-
really fixing anything.
Address the issue and say that you're gonna make strides to actually fucking do it.
Yeah. I mean, people, of course,
Be better.
I would say the majority of people are gonna always be saying, "Well, okay, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" I feel like those people, they don't understand like the developmental process, especially when it comes to doing something. I mean, again, we're talking about a platform that millions of people interact with
Yeah.
at a single time, all the time. And I don't know what the numbers look like for the amount of bot accounts that they're currently having to deal with, but again, I mean, it is kind of like
It's got to be
large
substantial.
scale issue. Yeah, it's not just like, oh, there's this one guy going around that needs to be stopped. It's obviously it's a more complicated than that. And I'm sure if there's somebody at Twitch, and I have to imagine that there is, that they're already saying like, look, if we're gonna do something about it, we need it to be like a one and done. It needs to be
Yeah.
a permanent fix
Something
so
that
that we don't
somebody
ever
can't
have
get
to
around.
revisit this again. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure that's the hard part. I would imagine it's hard to say, okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do, when they don't really know what they're gonna do, because it's social media. People are gonna turn around and start
Oh
asking.
yeah, people
them
are gonna
questions.
fucking nitpick it for days.
Of course, yeah.
People are
it's-
information piranhas right now, and that they just
Yeah.
want to know. Honestly,
It's hard. It's hard to find some way to go about it. At least from the way I look at it. I'm not obviously someone who works at Twitch, so it's kind of hard to say.
well, technically,
But
we
I would
kinda
like
do.
to. I would like to. Well, I would like to imagine that. And again, I hope to be proven right, but I would like to imagine that they're at some stage of trying to develop an answer, at least just an answer, and that hopefully it will come soon. I would say maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll see some type of comment at the very least. The very least.
I'm hoping, because they have these weekly, like, Twitch community day where they like talk about things that are happening within Twitch, and they talk to their community and stuff like that. Most of the time, it's just them BSing in front of the camera and not actually saying anything that's happening whatsoever. I'm hoping maybe one of those times it'll actually be constructive, and we'll see something that's actually happening for getting this resolved.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Real good
Yeah,
luck.
and
but
as
yeah.
a matter of fact, Batsy brings up a good point that people, are going to start considering moving to other websites, and that's actually another topic that I listed there, was that there are already streaming alternatives. Of course, there's ones that are already established. People are going to YouTube Gaming, Facebook Gaming. Although, to be perfectly honest with you, those sites are not devoid of the same problems. Just so that everybody's aware, I do watch quite a bit of YouTube live streams, and I've watched Facebook gaming streams in the past.
Yeah.
They also have bots that do the same shit. It's the
It's-
same thing no matter where you go, because it's an open chat box.
It's the unfortunate of where there is some form of live media, there will be bots.
Yep.
It exists everywhere.
But one new one that's coming is called Altair, Altair. I can actually put the link in there. Right now, of course, it's in basically like a production mode. They're trying to get people behind it. to get it started, but it is a brand new streaming platform alternative, and of course, it is, as you might have guessed by the name, very, very POC LGBTQ plus safe. They are claiming that it's going to be focused mostly on streamers' mental health, which I think, if if it's as great as it sounds, it's going to be
Yeah.
really, really good.
You can
Yeah, a lot
always
of
make
their
it sound great on paper.
a lot of their information
Yeah.
was very hey, all of the information, like your view count is automatically turned off for you at all times. Your analytics, don't even worry about them. We turn them off. You don't need to see analytics. Your subscriptions, they don't auto renew, so people don't have to worry about that coming out of their paycheck every month, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
It
So, kind of interesting model that they're going with, but you know, I'm definitely
I
gonna be
have
interested to see
very
some of the
mixed
first
feelings
streamers on it.
on it.
Yeah, no, I do too.
It's-
Like, I definitely want to see it. I want to see someone streaming on it and be able to interact with it because, like,
it has a lot of the issues of like, so like obviously streaming is very much a passion thing. It's very much a thing that you do because you love to be able to reach out and talk to a community and build it up and everything like that. But this feels a little bit too much like playing with like sock and boppers. Instead, it's not a lot of like business. Like it's taking all of the business end out of it and going, you don't need to make money. You don't got to worry about the analytics. You don't got to worry about any of that. You're not gonna do that here. This is for funsies.
And you know what? I think this is the beginning of an all-inclusive platform that's going to be primarily focused on streamers. Because I mean, we just had Streamlabs, the earlier article about 100% of proceeds going towards streamers, and now we have Altair being focused on the mental health for streamers. And even if these two don't work out, I think this may be just a basis, a foundation for something better to come along in the future.
Or at the very least, if they can scare
I think you
Twitch
say
enough
that too.
to get their shit together.
Because I was thinking that, like, yeah, because of Twitch is kind of having these issues where people are like, don't want to have to deal with the problems. The money cut is not great. They might go, okay, well, let's go to a platform that has nothing really to do necessarily with money, although you can, get affiliated and, make some money through them. But instead, using a separate service like maybe a Patreon or something like that, like with Streamlabs, to take care of the money part. Someone can just, if they really want to, they can set up a completely separate service, and the stream itself on that platform can be based just around the content and the entertainment factor. And if people want to, support you, they can do so off the website, and that's something that if you want to have a part of your stream, you can have. And I think that's a good way to do it.
I'm gonna have to see how it's gonna happen, because it's one of those things where like these types of sites pop up and down all the time, and it's because it's so hard to compete with the large monopolies that are Twitch and YouTube, that it is almost impossible for a site like this to see the light of day or like see any sort of growth or something. Like Mixer did it ish, and then it didn't. So it's really hard, and I'd have to see it happen beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like with a lot of the topics we're talking about, yeah, it just remains to be seen what's exactly going to happen. But come November, supposedly things are going to start opening up, and we're going to start seeing exactly what the Altair streamers have to offer. And who knows? It might go in a good way. It doesn't. I feel like this website, it's not meant to be like a giant killer, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's meant to be like an eye opener. Like, a good example. Like, actually, no, that's a terrible example nowadays. But
if it
great
can make the
example.
god bleed, then by all means do so. But
what I was gonna say was, just as a kind of a vague example, is if a smaller company can make a bigger company say, maybe we should be doing things that way, and they do, then I think that's enough.
You mean like Fortnite?
Yeah, yes, like Fortnite. Great example. I was gonna say World of Warcraft, but I hate even mentioning that game nowadays.
Like Fortnite, and they go, "Oh man, our game is kind of stale right now. What can we steal?
Oh, Among
That
Us.
looks good. Yeah."
Yeah,
Let's take that. Among Us is hot. Yeah, let's
Take
steal
that.
it.
I'll take that.
And just a quick thank you to all the raiders from It's Juan Snow.
It's one still. Ba-ba-da-ba.
We're
Welcome
sorry.
everybody. Hi, I'm Jono.
I'm not sorry. This
I'm
is who
a-
we are.
I'm a little sorry.
Need another back row?
I also maybe just last note on top of that. I also appreciate their name because I thought that it was an Assassin's Creed reference, and I was very excited when I saw it. I was like, Altair, yeah. But it's not. I want it to be though. I really want it to be.
You got a lot of piss bottles over here.
You got a lot of what? Those aren't piss bottles. Those are for my soda stream.
Oh. My
Oh my
bad.
god. Oh my god.
It's where I carbonate my pee.
It's like, how often do you stream? Gosh damn. You don't even take bathroom breaks?
Yes, Prince. We are both working off of my one mic. My Audio Technica does a lot of fucking work.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, are you guys ready for the musical portion?
All right, do we?
The part where we sing. Yeah.
I think that's all we had.
Well,
right?
yeah, that's all we got. I was gonna talk briefly about how this German website thinks that New World is like a blasphemy, but you guys can check out the New World Order Discord for that.
We get so many of these streamers that are like shitting on New World for no reason, like literally no reason, and it's because they want to like bring their people into their stuff instead. They're like, no, don't look at that other game. Look at the game that I'm playing because this is the one that I'm
game
making
is
money
gonna
off
be
of.
Terrible, yeah.
It's like cutting promo, like shitting on something to hype up something else instead. It's bad.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, we're definitely doing that, babe.
Has Jono streamed G Fuel yet? No, I thought about it. I was like, I could carbonate some water and then pour G Fuel into it. But then I thought, what if I put the G Fuel into it while I'm carbonating it? I could do it. I could do it right now. I don't give a shit.
I don't give
But
a
you
shit.
know,
Don't
if
do it
you
right
head
now.
over-
we're doing a podcast right now.
If you head over to our, you go check out our YouTube, you can see a video of Moose sniffing, doing lines of G Fuel.
He's smelling it. He's just smelling it. He wasn't inhaling it on
Not
purpose.
smelling it.
Yeah, absolutely. You thought I was peeing, didn't you?
I didn't think you were pissing. I just hear the water
He just
behind
turns
him.
around and you just hear like water noises.
Like the hell?
Hold on a second, guys.
I already thought they were piss bottles. I was just like,
Oh boy.
I gotta get out of here. Jono, wait till I leave to take a piss.
No, you were the one wanting to rub my back. I thought you were all into it tonight.
I'm not rubbing your back while you piss.
You wanted to spoon and stuff.
Jazzer says Janos needs to boot up his gift adventures.
You want to play some more Isle?
There you go.
How many scoops of that do you use?
Enough.
It's like a thimble of cocaine.
Oh, it's all stuck in there now.
Yeah, how many scoops do you put in?
You know,
I'm more than one.
it's 2 scoops of the rainbow. Maybe
How-
Ham. I'm
how
gonna fucking.
old is this?
I'm gonna salt bay
God.
this shit.
How old is
Dude,
this?
I
It's
can't
not
even handle
coming out
one.
of the-
I can't even handle one big scoop. That's way too much. 2 scoops? Gross.
He's adding pinches.
I'm adding like little pinches of it.
That's how
My
you cut
God, stop.
cocaine. Yeah, cut it with this.
Audio listeners, you're missing probably the last bits of my life. I don't know.
Check it out on our YouTube.
Yeah. We'll upload it to YouTube afterwards for sure. What?
He has to take the test the product.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
It's the purest form right there.
Oh boy.
JGD Jonah go die. He's spritzing it. It's blue and fizzy. One more spritz, just for good measure. No,
It's already foaming.
it's foaming.
Yeah, it's gonna be like,
Oh,
Explode in his
that's
face.
really foaming.
uh-oh.
That's gonna take a second.
Yeah.
Told you. I told you.
No, it's fine. See, perfectly fine.
Okay.
It's not blue enough. I think you need more G Fuel.
No, it's fine.
It's definitely blue enough.
Actually, not
What
bad.
flavor is it?
Blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
Oh.
Actually, not bad.
I would try it. Anyways, that pretty much wraps the podcast for the night.
You know,
Pretty sure that covers
blue
everything. We don't have a moose with us, but thank you guys everybody for the wonderful
What?
raids. Nika and It's Juan Snow. Thank you guys for the raids. Thank you guys for the subbies, for the follows, all that wonderful stuff. And of course, Lad already mentioned you guys can check us out on our YouTube channel, on your audio podcast provider of your choice. And if you guys are interested in getting some badass Remnant Gamer t-shirts, be sure to check us out on No Name Nerd with the code RMNTGMRS to get a discount on your order. It's pretty awesome. So,
I didn't even
I'm
have to
not
help
gonna
with that adder. You did it all by yourself.
I'm fucking amazing, bro. You have no idea.
You got this.
Jonah, did you just burp?
Yeah. Hold on.
Jesus, it smells like bologna sandwiches. What have you been eating?
A lot of
Oh my
trash.
God.
A lot of trash.
Oh my god. I can't with you guys.
Oh.
Thank you, Jason. Of course. Let's see. I am currently looking for a raid target. I believe.
My eyes are watering and everything. Damn.
Let's see. How about this? Who wants to watch? Anybody who wants to watch 12 minutes, put some ones in chat. If you want to watch some retro games, put a 2 in chat. 1 for 12 minutes, 2 for retro games.
And if you want to watch
you guys
me
don't know what
bathe
12
in
minutes
G
is.
Fuel, hit me up
Check
on my
us out on the
OnlyFans.
Discord. All right, a lot of twos. Okay,
see some twos also.
twos. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna go
They
rate our good buddy.
a powerful force that you've never
We rated
seen
this guy
before.
last week. Oh wait.
Ooh.
Oh wait. Sorry. The one and only just popped on. I gotta change it up.
That's
This is
fair.
also kind of retro, so it fits.
That's very fair. So Buddy Simulator?
Yes, Buddy Simulator. 1988, 1984. Now I gotta act surprised, lol. All right, guys. See you guys next time. Wednesday, Survival Boys. Friday night, possible game night. Check the Discord, and then back here on Sunday for the podcast. If you
Stay
want to see the
safe.
direct edition,
T-pose
John
for
Almighty
dominance.
or myself, check out our channels. You know where to find them, remnantgamers.com. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy Batsy stream, playing a scary game, so get your blankets huddled around you and show some love to my lady when you get there. Have a great night. Dudes, last words?
No
Please don't murder me in the
one
street.
could ever take us down.
John's pulling a Ginyu Force or a
They
JoJo. I
got the
can't tell.
power.
No, I'm pulling Sailor Moon.
Oh, Sailor Moon, perfect.
Go Power Rangers!